So today I wanted to make a quick video with Forza Horizon 6 around the corner. I've been seeing a good amount of people talking about like the price of the premium edition and all that stuff, guys. And the first thing I want to say is we all do know right now a lot of new games nowadays are obviously expensive. I mean, there's no way of getting around that with pretty much anything. You normally have the base game is $60 to $70 depending on the developers or depending on like, how much they want to put the game out. At least for a new AAA game, some of the lower tier AA or, the indie games can be cheaper. In some ways, they can even be better, which is kind of hilarious. But a newer game is probably around $70 for some of, the bigger name games there. And then you also have the, deluxe edition, also the ultimate. And the ultimate, aka the premium edition on Forza Horizon 6 is $120. So the first thing I thought about though was the Crew Motorfest, as that game came out in 2023. So I will not be comparing the Year 3 Ultimate Edition to the Year 1 Premium Edition of Forza Horizon 6. It is the Year 1 base Ultimate Edition of Motorfest compared to Forza Horizon 6. Now, I do understand different currencies play a role here, so these might not be the same prices for you, but the Premium Edition for me here in the United States is $120. And the funny part is on Motorfest, the Ultimate Edition in Year 1 was also $120. And the first thing I wanted to kind of talk about or go over here is what you actually get in both of them and compare, because it's honestly pretty hilarious, but also kind of terrible when I was comparing them. So first things first, Motorfest Ultimate Edition, you will get 3 days early access. I did see people saying the early access thing is dumb, but let's be honest, guys. That's been happening for years. A lot of games continue to do that, and I honestly don't see that going anywhere pretty much anytime soon. Besides that, though, you will also end up getting the Year 1 Car Pass, which is basically 25 cars. Now, keep in mind, it's technically 2 cars, as the other vehicles are all free. You pretty much buy that pass for the 2 exclusive cars. The other ones you can just get by playing the game. So, yeah, kind of an L there. We all do know the passes are kind of L's in general, but besides that, though, you also did end up getting the Fitted Ultimate Pack, which basically gave you the Honda Civic, which kind of has like a body kit, and a Porsche Cayman with a weird-looking body kit, and then also some clothing as well. If you did end up pre-ordering, of course, you also got the Liberty Walk Supra. But besides that, guys, that was pretty much it for $120 in the Ultimate Edition of Motorfest. Everybody has said it before. A lot of people have talked about it. The Year 1 Ultimate Edition for Motorfest, dude, is honestly just a complete ripoff. Like, it really was kind of like a screw the player base over type of thing, at least from what I noticed. And I feel like a lot of players would also agree, but it kind of makes me laugh, though, because I was seeing people going, man, Forza's a ripoff for something like the Premium Edition shouldn't be $120, and the first place my mind goes to is Motorfest. I'm like, well, if that one's really not worth it, which gives you way more stuff, which I'll talk about in a second, Motorfest basically completely screwed over the Year 1 players who bought that for $120, bro, okay? I honestly did feel a bit ripped off because the Year 1 pass, again, only gave you 2 vehicles, and it wasn't anything crazy. The other cars are basically free to everybody else. The fitted packs that you got also became available in the game anyway, so it's like, bruh, basically a waste of money if I'm being real. Then they did end up releasing a second and third year Ultimate Edition, which they will probably have a fourth one, I'm guessing, at the end of this year again, because they like trying to grab as much money as they can from their player base. But if you guys did end up spending $120 on that Ultimate Edition, you don't get anything else with the year passes or anything like that. So you had to buy those separately, which if you did was $60 more. You're now at $180 for Motorfest, so yeah, it's kind of wild. Something I really have been thinking about, because I'm like, well, yeah, Forza's 120 bucks if you get the premium, but dude, look what you actually get in there, which let's talk about that now. So you obviously get the base game, and you will get 4 days early access with premium. I really don't know why I saw people complaining about the early access thing. Is, again, that has been happening for a minute, bro. It ain't new. But besides that, you also get access to expansion number 1 and expansion number 2, both of which are normally $20 each, by the way, if you buy them separately. If you look at Forza Horizon 5, you have the, you have the Hot Wheels. Also, the Rally one, you have the other DLCs on the old Forzas as well, but it's $20 per DLC if you don't get the Premium Edition. You can normally get both DLCs for around $35 in a bundle if you wanted to get them separately, but let's now move over to the next item you will be able to get with the Premium Edition, which is the VIP membership. And by the way, I will go over some of the rewards here just to, show this a little bit more, guys. So the VIP membership gives you 3 exclusive Forza Edition cars, Crown Flare, emotes, car horns, free Tokyo City player house and perk, 2 times credit rewards, weekly super wheel spins, okay? So you're paying for something, but you're actually getting more out of it. And just from saying the 2 expansions and the VIP, this is already a way better value than whatever Motorfest was trying to do, bro. I'm just going to say that. But the next part after that, though, you will then end up getting the car pass, which is 30 extra new cars, by the way, that will be added to Forza Horizon 6. And from what I have seen, I haven't pretty much seen anything about these anywhere, so I'm looking forward to that. You'll also end up getting the Italian Car Passion Pack, which I'm super excited for. There's 4 extra cars in there. You will get the Time Attack Car Pack, which is 8 extra cars. We've seen some of these, like the crazy looking Kai truck, the Supra, the Honda, and stuff like that. So you have seen some of these pop up there, which I gotta admit, get me super excited. But you'll also end up getting yourself the Welcome Pack as well, bro. So you really are getting a lot of stuff with this, guys, I will admit. With the Welcome Pack, the 5 pre-tuned cars, 1 car voucher from the Auto Show cars, free player house, 3 tickets for common or rare clothing items, bro. So when I'm looking at this, I'm kind of like, dang. So I understand it's 120 bucks, bro. We all do know how things are nowadays. People financially are having issues, which, I mean, it's kind of hard not to. You know what I'm saying, with how things are, which is very unfortunate. So I understand people want to, spend their money in a smart way. Maybe get one game they really want, or looking at the prices of games, it makes complete sense. But I gotta admit, though, $120 on the premium edition of Forza, it really does seem worth it, dude. I mean, you get a lot of stuff with this, bro. We're talking, you obviously get the car pre-order thing with it as well, which I believe is the Ferrari. I think it is anyway, the J50, whatever it is, for pre-order. So you also get that thing. We can compare that to the pre-order car thing you get with Motorfest, which is the Liberty Walk Supra. Just putting that out there. But you will end up getting yourself a car pass, which obviously the year 1 edition of Motorfest had a car pass where only 2 of the cars were actually exclusive to it. And this one you will get the car pass with 30 new vehicles in it, and an expansion, a second expansion, which we all do know those will probably be amazing, and most likely even many separate games for that matter, because they do tend to be that. You also get the VIP membership, the Time Attack car pack, the Italian Passion car pack, and the Welcome Pack, bro. So, I mean, there's a lot of stuff in there. When I'm looking through the items you get, I immediately went to Motorfest and wait. Okay, so the Year 1 Ultimate got you the Year 1 Pass, the Ultimate Fitted Pack, which was some clothing and 2 cars with, like, kits on them. Then you also got the Liberty Walk for pre-ordering, and then the Year 1 Pass was just kind of you know? Then you had to buy the Year 2 and Year 3, which didn't even really have that much stuff in them. Bro, I don't even know what to say. Like, I'm looking at this going, all right, well, I hear y'all saying the prices are a little bit insane, but let's go back in time and look at some other games and compare what you actually get, dude. And you will really see how much some of this kind of feels like a ripoff when looking at other games. I gotta give credit where it is due. At least they are giving you a lot of stuff for what you're paying for. Like, if you're buying the $70 edition, you get the base game. If you get the premium, bro, you get like 7 things added onto that for like 50 bucks. I mean, the car pass alone is normally $30, okay? If can we compare that to Motorfest as well? You get 25 cars in the year 1 pass there. Obviously, it was less in the other 2 passes. I think the second pass was like 13 cars or something that were something like that. So yeah, it was less, but you get that pass in there, you get the 25 in Forza. It's 30 cars, right? And it's $30 on both games there. So right there makes the game 100 bucks. The DLCs alone are 40 or 140 bucks. If you buy the other items, bro, you'll probably be pushing like 160, 170, 180 plus dollars getting all of this stuff separated. Where you get 120, you're basically getting a bunch of stuff added into it for honestly a pretty dang good price overall. And the reason why I wanted to talk about this today is I've been seeing a good amount of this pop up, and to be real, guys, I also feel ripped off buying the Year 1 Ultimate Edition Motorfest. A lot of people in the Discord talk about it. It is kind of insane how much Ivory Tower and, Ubisoft really is trying to just make money from people, which is fairly obvious looking at these Ultimate Editions. I mean, heck, bro. We have the Year 3 Ultimate, which, by the way, the Year 3 Ultimate has all 3 passes in it, and everything else, like the Ultimate Fitted and all that stuff, and obviously the game, it's 120 bucks. So it's the same price that the original people bought 3 years ago almost when the game launched, for way less content for the same price that people are paying now for every single pass. Like, how is that even all right, dude? I think that's insane. Like, really just ripping people off. And just from that alone, I look at the Forza Premium, I'm like, bro, that is for sure better in basically every single area. It's not even close on what you're getting. I mean, heck, I bought the $120 edition of Forza Horizon 5 on PlayStation 5, and I didn't even feel ripped off. Now, I do understand they might end up adding a car pack or something, which I bought the one on Forza Horizon 5, by the way. It was 50 bucks. But you get 52 cars with it. I don't think Ivory Tower and Motorfest can even fathom any of that right there, if I'm being real, because 50 cars for 50 bucks? No, 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 no. We're going to make you spend $30 for 13 cars because that makes a lot more sense. Does it? Does it? But either way, guys, let me know your thoughts on this in the comments below. I had to talk about this because I've been seeing things pop up and all that, and I wanted to kind of go over this and compare it to something from year one back then. That was also almost 3 years ago, still charging that kind of money for something. But yet, I guess Forza doing it is kind of weird and not okay, but at least you're getting stuff for what you're paying. And it's really throwing in a lot of packs and different items in there that you can use and also get, compared to something like Motorfest that basically gave you almost nothing for the same price.